Over the years, what I have found that works for me personally, it may or may not work for you, is not getting a full sleep period. Some people believe they need to get 8 hours or how many hours. But sometimes by cutting your sleep period shorter or interrupting it and not getting the same amount of a fully what people would consider rested, for me, it allows me the opportunity to access the altered states much more easily, almost seamlessly. So, for instance, if I'm writing something or typing something, and I'm kind of getting into it because it's got a lot of thought involved in it, I can easily slip into that altered state without even trying. It happens so seamlessly that sometimes I don't even catch it. And that's what I would put closest to the daydream state. And that'll put you in the glimpse state almost immediately. Well, it will immediately at times. So when you're just into something, whether it could be you're into painting, could be into finishing vehicles, whatever it is, you're totally into it. You're hyper focused on it. That makes it easy to switch over. Also, if you just happen to be sitting and doing something that's not really intellectually intensive, that can also work. So I found, even at the time when I was at work, if I had to go through a bunch of emails or go through some reports or something like that, and after a while you kind of just almost start to drift off because there's just not much mental activity going on there. So I'll drift right into it because there's several states, and if you're fully rested and it won't happen as easily, for me at least. So if you're a little bit edgier on the relaxation, so that you could easily relax a lot more, a lot faster, because you're a little bit tired versus really tired, or versus not tired at all, it works good. So if you're in that state, you're reading it, it'll automatically just switch over. Now, if you've practiced for the glimpse state, then it's much easier to become aware of it, because all of us do this. All of us are going through this process, but we always end up just believing it's a daydream, or we don't realize it because when you come back through the veil, it's automatically the information is automatically wiped and you don't remember it. I was just lucky enough to catch it, but you have to train yourself to catch it. And that's what I talk about, doing the glimpse state, or keep doing this, falling into it through, doing something you really like, or being a little tired and going through these monotonous reports or whatever. You can use that as an exercise, or just going into the daydream state. You can use all of those as a springboard to get yourself into that. But it takes repetition, it takes determination, and it takes it takes time over and over on these experiences for you to be able to get yourself first trained to realize you're there. And then second of all, break through the veil enough times consciously so that now you're aware and you can bring that information back. There's two difficult parts to that process. One difficult part is becoming consciously aware. That's the first hurdle. Once you've done that, then you know you're bringing something back. You just don't know what it was. You can't remember. Then you work on doing it over and over and over again until you're able to successfully bring back that information or that experience, the knowledge of it, the understanding, or just remembering it, because that is the second hurdle. Once you've accomplished that, then you can work on doing it over and over and over again. So this is how you can yourself project your consciousness that's already happening. You're already projecting your consciousness is already projecting. It's just you're becoming aware of what's happening, and you're taking mental note. You're having you're making that experience lucid. So you're not having to really perform anything other than becoming aware of what's already happening. So once you've done that, then you can begin to work with it, work within it. So, and it's not like the nighttime state where you got to keep on waiting, or you have to project yourself into another body or anything. All that's gone. You don't have to worry about any of that. It's just about focusing on this. And this, for me, is the quickest way and the one with the least amount of real effort involved, but with more payback. And since you're already doing it, you're just taking advantage of a system that's already autonomously occurring. You're just making yourself aware of it. So doing this is going to help you, because from my experience, in my opinion, the value in this whole process is not in the experience. It's in the connection. The conscious connection you make is of more value than any experience that you're going to have. Because what you've done is you've proved to yourself that you can follow through and become successful in something that most have never done, most will never do. But you pursued it, and you have met the challenge and accomplished it, which proves something to you, and also it makes you aware of what's going on around you. That experience as well is valuable. But the fact that you can do it, that you can make that connection, is more valuable than I can even put into words. Because any of these connections we make are the value. Because the system fights us doing everything. But when you do something of this nature, it puts you head and shoulders above what others can imagine and what you could have imagined. Because now you have that, and you can build upon that with your confidence and understanding and know, okay, I've succeeded here. Now there's nothing I can't do. That will allow you to believe in yourself. Your independence and your confidence will rise, and you will meet new challenges. You will take on those challenges because you know you're already successful.